on, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to the weekend preview for October 2nd, 2011. Really eventful week coming up, and to be honest, it was a really eventful week that just passed, so bear with me as I recap what I did the past week, and then I'm going to preview what I will be doing this week. I hope everyone gets hyped. A lot of really big retail releases coming out this week. But first, just two quick plugs. First of all, again, for my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, or you can just go to twitter.com/TheyCallMeDSP. Critical that you guys follow me there because I am able to give you live updates on stuff that's going on, whether there's problems with YouTube, there's problems with my internet, videos aren't publishing. I let you know when I'm putting up a new set of videos, all kinds of information will be going up on Twitter. Also, when I go on trips, when I do certain things, I usually tweet while I'm there. Wherever I am, so really cool if you guys could follow me, and that would be your direct line of contact to me for information on what I'm doing on YouTube, okay? The other plug I want to give is to the Don't Blow This stream, okay, which is run by Howard and Chris Doyle. These guys worked really hard to get this stream going. You can check it out at www.twitch.tv/don'tblowthis. Please go there and favorite it or follow it. I think it's a heart you click. Right now there's something like 780 people who've done that. Once we get to 4,000, we get producer status, and what that means is that the stream can be viewed in all kinds of quality, anywhere from down to cell phone, iPhone, mini, quality to full 720p HD quality. Right now, they can only stream in one quality at a time because they don't have producer status. So we can just get a couple thousand people to jump over there and just follow them on that site. That would be great. And then for upcoming tournaments and such where we will be using this stream, I'm going to let everyone know when to jump over there. But right now, there's some archived Third Strike footage from some online casual sessions they've been doing. There is archived footage of the last tournament, the new Challengers tournament that was held at the end of September. So go check that out, and please follow Don't Blow This. Okay, now that that's out of the way. This past week, what did I do? Well, I finished up with Gears of War 3, and what that means is I played all of the Versus Online modes. I finally had a chance to do some Horde mode gameplay with fans, and that's just another reason to follow me on Twitter, because what happened was I was trying to jump into a Horde mode game over the internet during matchmaking, and it wasn't connecting to anyone, and I didn't know what was going on. So I said, you know what, wait a minute, I got thousands of fans that I can draw upon. I'm sure some of them want to play, and they're just kind of sitting around where they're already playing. So I tweeted about it, @TheyCallMeDSP, and I said, listen, I'm looking for people to play Gears of War 3 with me, and a bunch of people sent me messages on Xbox Live. We created 2 rooms, and I played 2 different sessions of Horde mode, the second of which we actually did beat level 50, and I got the achievement for doing it. It was it was fun as hell. So, yeah, we finished up Gears of War 3. I gave my Hateful Truth review, to which, of course, all the Gears of War 3 fanboys raged and complained about because they thought that an 8 apparently isn't a good score, even though on my scale, 8 is a great score. It means the game is actually great. It's just not super good. It didn't innovate enough to the point where it could be, say, Game of the Year, okay? Then, on Tuesday, we had the new releases, so I started with X-Men Destiny, which is probably one of the shortest, most disappointing games of the year for me. So check that playthrough out. It is short and sweet, and I did do a Hateful Truth on that. Then I also played FIFA 12, which a lot of people didn't expect that I was going to do. I decided to do it because I had already played Madden, and I said, why not give real football, you know what I mean, a chance? And the game has a very sharp learning curve, so a lot of the videos are just me raging about trying to figure out how the fuck to play the game, especially because EA doesn't put instruction booklets in their games anymore, so here I am trying to figure this out on the fly, how to play the fucking game. And, of course, then, all the FIFA fanboys flipped out and fucking chat all over my videos and said, oh, you suck at FIFA, you make the sport look bad, blah, blah, blah. I also did not do a Hateful Truth review for FIFA, but I did my thoughts video because, as an honest reviewer, I understand I'm not qualified enough to review a game like FIFA. I don't even follow football. I don't know all the rules of the game. So how could I possibly give a fair review to the supposedly best football game there is? I can't. And so I just gave my thoughts on what I thought about the game, and I think a lot of people respected that because some people, who can't get it through their heads that I'm fair and balanced, and I know that I'm not trying to be like a Republican fucking commentator from Fox News when I say that. I actually am fair and balanced when I do my game reviews. But anyway, I knew I wasn't qualified to do it. People thought I was going to review the game and give it low scores because I couldn't get the controls, I couldn't learn them. Since when have I ever been unfair to a game like that? I never have been. I've never done a review and said, oh, I couldn't get used to the controls. The game's a 2 out of 10. I've never done that. So go check out that video if you want to see my thoughts on FIFA. And then the Battlefield 3 beta was released, and I played it on both the PC and the Xbox 360. What I discovered was exactly what I thought I was going to discover. The PC graphics are much better. The frames per second are much higher. The controls are more precise. For me, unfortunately, it ended up with me sucking at the game because I'm not used to playing with a mouse and keyboard. In fact, after playing for a couple hours on the mouse and keyboard, my hands started to kill me because I'm just not used to doing that. And so then when I played on Xbox 360, I did like 10 times better than I had done on the PC. So check out that footage if you want to see, you know, comparison of the two versions. It's the same map that everyone's playing, so there's no difference between, you know, the real gameplay of the two. It's just that I can play a hell of a lot better on an Xbox controller. And of course, the fanboys of Battlefield started raging on those videos too. Oh, you don't know how to play this game. Bah, 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 bah. Shut the fuck up, okay? And then also on Friday, it was the 1-year anniversary of me actually doing YouTube videos and being a full-time gamer. If you remember, on September 30th of 2010 was when I was laid off from my full-time job of 5 years, and I had to reassess my life and figure out what I was going to do with it, and I took a really big chance with trying to do this full-time. And it has worked out splendidly for the past year. Right now, everything is extremely positive for me. Things are looking up. If you want to see this retrospective video, I definitely recommend you check it out. It's got a lot of views on it, by the way. It's only been out for like 2 or 3 days. It has like over 60,000 views. Definitely check it out. It's in my favorites here on my channel page. But you can also, you know, if you search for it, I'm sure you can find it as well. Okay, and then John Rambo came over on Saturday. We filmed the next edition of Smart Guys, our wrestling commentary show. That's over on his channel, John Rambo Presents. And then we played through the Gunstringer, which was the second supposedly hardcore game for the Microsoft Kinect that came out this year. And we had some differing opinions on this one a little bit, and also we definitely had some different feelings about it than we had about Rise of Nightmares, which was the last hardcore Kinect game that we played. Check out the playthrough. Again, it's full picture-in-picture. Whenever I do Kinect, I'm going to try to do picture-in-picture like that. It is a pain in the ass and it takes a long time to edit, but as long as I have time to do it, I'll do it. And then today, oh, and by the way, we also did a co-op Hateful Truth review of the Gunstringer, and we also did the DLC. There's a free DLC for the Gunstringer that's really weird. It's full motion video. It's a throwback to those games made by Digital Pictures in the 1990s for the Sega CD. And it's pretty funny to play through. It's only 4 parts, so check that out as well. It's in the playlist for the Gunstringer if you're interested. And then today I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time today to do stuff. I'm a little bit busy. I'm actually going out to dinner in a little bit with my parents. I haven't seen them in a while. And also tonight there's a wrestling pay-per-view. So I knew I was going to be busy. I wasn't going to have a lot of time to play games today. So I tried out Fruit Ninja Connect, which was a free game that came with the Gunstringer. Only did a couple parts because actually it's a tiring game, swinging your arms around like an asshole. But I thought it was all right. It was fun. It's something to do. So check that out here on the channel. Okay. A lot of people have asked me what's going on with DSP Street Fighter. By the way, is it a defunct channel now? No, it's not a defunct channel. There's just nothing going on with fighting games right now. It's too busy of a hardcore gaming season for me to go travel to tournaments for Street Fighter. Okay. There are no new Street Fighter games right now. I played the hell out of Third Strike when it came out, but now no one's really playing it anymore around here. And there's just nothing going on with fighting games. Now keep in mind, in November you've got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you've got King of Fighters 13, coming next year you've got Street Fighter X Tekken, you've got the new Soul Calibur, you've got Skullgirls, you've got 100 new fighting games coming out next year. So next year there'll be a reinvigorating, you know, a resurgence of fighting games, and there'll be a lot of footage on DSP Street Fighter. In November, when those 2 fighting games come out, there'll be footage on DSP Street Fighter, but right now there's really nothing for me to put up on that channel. I'm not going to drop playing all the new releases coming out right now to go play an older fighting game, and I'm definitely not going to go traveling and waste 3 days to go record some Street Fighter footage when I have all these brand new games coming out that I would have to delay. So that's what's going on with DSP Street Fighter. There will be new footage over there, so stay tuned, but I'm just waiting for the new stuff to come out, okay? So this week, what's coming up? Well, Monday, I'm probably going to play a little bit more FIFA just to iron it out. I'm probably not going to beat the career mode. I know the career mode is probably really long from what I've heard. I've gotten lots and lots of tips on the control scheme of FIFA and how to play the game a little bit better. So I'll be trying those out when I play the game, and we'll see what happens if it improves my gameplay or whatever. So that'll probably be Monday. Tuesday is a humongous day. There's like an insane amount of new releases this week, and again, I always wonder why they wait for like certain weeks for 100 games to come out. The good news is, some of the games actually that were supposed to originally come out this week were delayed till next year, including Twisted Metal was one of the games that was supposed to come out, but at the same time, there's still 100 games coming out. So, the games that I'm planning on playing this week. Oop, I apologize, I left my mug over here with my water in it. Let me take a sip before I get into this week's new games. Okay, so the game I'm probably going to play first is Rage, and I'm getting that for the PC. I'm really excited because it's a game from id Software, who, as you know, made the Doom series, the Wolfenstein, Quake, and we've been waiting. We've been waiting for quite a long time for a new IP from these guys, and they finally come out with one. It's looking pretty sweet, and I think the graphics are going to look amazing on my PC. So that'll be Tuesday. When I beat the single player of Rage, I am going to start Spider-Man Edge of Time. So those will be the two games I'm doing first this week. Now, other releases coming out this week. You've got NBA 2K12. You've got Payday the Heist, which is an Xbox Live co-op game where you rob banks. And you've got the Portal 2 DLC that was supposed to be the summer DLC from Valve. It took them so fucking long to get it out. I don't know who's going to play it because everyone's going to be playing the new games. They should have had it out in the summer like they said they would. But it's free. It's free, so I really shouldn't complain. And it is a co-op DLC. So I'm going to be playing Rage and Spider-Man this week, okay? Also in between there, at some point during this week, Howard, my friend Howard, needs to go to New Jersey to get the cabinets fixed for Super Turbo. As you know, he owns two Japanese-style cabinets, and unfortunately, the monitors are busted on some of them. So he's only had one function cabinet for quite some time. He hasn't had a chance to get it fixed, but he has this week off for vacation, so we're gonna... Well, I might... holy shit. I might erupt all over the camera. I might tag along with him. I think Rambo's gonna tag along with him too. And that would be cool because I'll do some footage while we're driving or whatever, and maybe we'll just do... It'll be one of those cool, side road trips, which people seem to like the footage from those. Problem being, though, is that this place in New Jersey is 3 hours away. So you're talking 3 hours to get there, 3 hours to get back. I'm sure we're going to get something to eat or whatever. It might be a whole day where I'm just not able to do gaming footage. And if that's the case, you figure Rage comes out on Tuesday. Let's say I play it Tuesday, Wednesday. So now Thursday, I'm going to do this with Howard. Again, this is hypothetical. I don't know when he's going or whatever, but... Well, now I can't play Spider-Man until Friday, and that's going to hold up a lot of stuff. As you can see, you see where I'm going at here. And I think that would be good for me because I do need a break from just doing games every single day. And I think the footage will be funny too. But, it might delay some of the playthroughs. So that's just a warning to everyone. There may be some delays here with playthroughs this week because I might be going on like a day trip, a road trip to do something. But that's up in the air. I may or may not do it. It all depends on how I'll feel or whatever's going on. So we'll see what happens with that. John Rambo will be coming on Saturday, and we've been talking about what co-op we'll do, whether or not we're going to do the Portal co-op, whether or not we're going to play NBA 2K12. And for those that don't know, John is a huge NBA fan, and he's very disappointed that this year there's no NBA season because they're all on strike or whatever the hell it is. But we're looking forward to playing NBA 2K12 because this year it is a fantasy game, basically, because there is no season. It's got classics like Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, and it's like a simulated fantasy stuff in it. And we actually talked just a little bit yesterday about maybe even doing a fantasy season with our fans, where we could do a fantasy league, where we draft people and we play a series of games online. But I have never even played the NBA, 2K whatever series, so I don't know if I'm going to be any good at it at all. And so I don't know if that's even viable, but we're talking about it. We're going to decide over the course of this week what we're going to do and go from there. But there will be co-op gameplay on Saturday. And then Sunday, basically whatever I didn't get to during the week is what I'm going to play on Sunday. Oh, And I apologize because I even forgot there's another retail game that comes out this week, Dark Souls. I'm sorry that I forgot to mention it when I was mentioning the games that come out this week. It completely, the reason I didn't talk about it yet is because what I wanted to say was I'm probably not going to get to Dark Souls till next week, being completely honest with everyone. With all the stuff coming out this week, I know the game is going to be insanely difficult from all reports. It's one of the hardest games, out there. It's a spiritual successor to Demon's Souls, not a direct sequel, but it's supposed to be like the kind of spin-off game. And it's supposed to be super fucking hard. So I know it's going to take me 100 years to beat it. I don't want to start that game and then delay playthroughs like Rage, like Spider-Man, when I can get those done first. So Dark Souls, I will be playing it, but probably it's going to be delayed until next week. Now next week, and we'll talk about this in next week's Week in Preview, there's Dead Rising 2 Off the Record and a Dragon Age 2 DLC. Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, John and I are going to do another co-op playthrough of, just like we did with regular Dead Rising 2. So he'll be here that Tuesday to play that game. But other than that, there's really nothing going on that week. So I'll have 3 to 4 open days where I can really dig into Dark Souls and see how far I can get in it. So that's pretty much the tentative plan for this very busy week coming up. Now, I know there's a lot of things that are up in the air. When will I be doing the Portal DLC? Will I be playing NBA 2K? When will I be playing Payday the Heist? The good thing is a lot of this stuff is all co-op, so this is all potential co-op I can do with John or other people in the future. It's not something I'm going to be able to get to immediately. So please be patient, understand. You can only do one game at a time. And for me, I'm going to try to do my best to get through Rage, to get through Spider-Man, to get to Demon's Souls, to Dark Souls, and to get this stuff, to get through it as much as I can, but I'm only human, and like I said, I may be taking a day off to do some different stuff, so it may be a little bit on the delayed side. But hey, this is what happens during the hardcore gaming season, a week when fucking 6 games come out. It's absolutely ridiculous that they do this, but I will get to it eventually. And the other good news is, with all the games coming out, December is looking like a pretty dead month. It doesn't look like much is happening at all in December. Besides maybe me working on some year-end videos of like what are my top games of the year and stuff like that, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty slow month. And so I'll have time to pick up games. For example, Skyrim, I'm sure I won't be able to do everything in Skyrim in a limited amount of time. I'm going to have to play it in November. Leftover games, like co-op games that I haven't had a chance to do, that'll be the time when I'll be picking them up. So it's going to be a very busy last 3 months of the year, to say the least. Okay, so that's it for the Week in Preview. That was a long one with a lot of information. I apologize, as always, but I had to talk about all of that stuff. That's it. I'm DSP. I'll see you guys for new gaming footage this week. Thanks a lot.